Viking 18. Take go. Down. Ready. Set. Ready. 60 Bison. 60. Set. Ready. Ready. Go. Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. Hunt. Shut up. Shut up. Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther. Ready. Ready. Let's go. Let's go. Ready. Here we go. Shot. Hut, hut. Set. Ready. Come on. Come on. Go.
Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visitor's sideline, Giants head coach Brian Dable. His guys, they should come in rested and ready off that midseason bye. Then on the other side, you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. New York set to take the field. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Giants at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. They'll set up to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jaguars' 42-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. First down.
Now back to throw. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and so the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2nd and long. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, New York.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass is caught by Wandale Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
And the Giants
looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Giants.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Complete. It's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. Liam Cohen has reached for and thrown the red challenge flag. He wants a second look at this. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third and inches.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Running left is Tracy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that'll be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no? comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Here's Tracy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Giants.
They'll drop to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Antonio Johnson makes the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Johnson's got it complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Giants.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get.
New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the first, But this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. And they're 49.
Right back to Tracy. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now out come the Giants. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he gets it down to the 32.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play call, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Third down, here's Tracy. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure
Set. Bronco 80. Go. Set. Viking 18. Hup. Come on, set. And up. Down. Ready. Set. Ready. Set. Go. Set. Ready.
released from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital. We've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scotts alongside Brock Heward. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've gotten a pretty good... Start on the ground here. Tracy. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Throwing from the gun here. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Running it after the penalty. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. Free inside the 30. To the 10. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur and might even hear a few bluebirds.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 23. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it 2nd and 4. Counter give to Tracy. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's going to throw this one. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that makes it 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Throwing now following the turnover. That pass is caught by Wandale Robinson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They go right back to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off Trey Amos. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And up 7-zip, we're probably not going to see anything too reckless here before the break. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Commanders get home. They drop in. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for 2nd down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He's loaded another one up. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off Trey Amos. And the Commanders are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Play action on 1st down. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Giants.
They'll go left side with Tracy. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll throw it. Looking right, and he finds him. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 3rd quarter lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys.
The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself. Just a couple yards short.
This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But, boy, that was close. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Giants with the ball trying to close out what would currently be a win. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. That's Robinson on the slant. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Giants ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And he will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunky yardage.
Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Pass play coming here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
He'll throw it. He's going deep this time. They connect on the deep shot. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. A give right side to Tracy. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Tracy once more. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. But I need more of those as they trail by a score.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Giants feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
He has the Giants' first down, and it's indeed a giant one, partner. That locks up this victory.
Made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Giants' first down.
Trying the right side with Tracy. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Tracy, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
The Giants game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The division race is taking shape, and it's time to take stock of where they're sitting. So
west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His team lost last time out, trying to turn things around this time. On the other side, it's Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will... Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. You'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 46. Here's 2nd and 6.
46-yard line.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Giants.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and will hit it up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's another.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now this time, they'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
Giants offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And trying to get any kind of burst in these conditions. The only burst is from the clouds. Slowed up, just a gain of a couple. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one is caught by Robinson. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
He'll drop to throw. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
That's another.
Here's first and 10.
First down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
One final throw before the break. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. The Giants offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10.
Ready, break!
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Diggs. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 22 now, here's second down and a yard.
22-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. He's to the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. Now an injury timeout, and it looks like it's Stephon Diggs who's having an issue. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll lead to a second and goal. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And that's going to bring it to third and goal. Back to throw. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll take it on in. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Open man is Robinson. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Diggs on the reception. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
They'll look to throw again. Out to his right. Now he'll run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. Now, faking the give. Forced out wide. He'll run again. Woo. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Giants offense ready to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game. On the ground, here's Tracy. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming. Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. And they're going to have just enough here to get out with the victory. That failed 2-point conversion attempt a minute ago, that will be the difference in this one. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They get it done to the delight of this crowd. We saw a snowball or two launched in jubilation as time expired. Now these fans are going to have to battle the roadway. Safe getting home, folks, but sure it was worth it after a home victory.
The Giants game is over, But his work isn't done yet. There's been a lot of external talk about this team, and it's finally time that the players are asked about it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the Cowboys side, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. New York set to take the field. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. The Giants at 8-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Giants.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Yeah, he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the... Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Giants.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll look to throw again. Left side caught by Diggs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. That catch, by the way, number 1099 for his career, one away from 1,100.
Sounds like an IRS catch, doesn't it?
I was thinking the same thing, 1099. I just think I should be doing my taxes.
Exactly, got to turn it in. He's accumulating those kind of numbers, isn't he?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll throw now on the final play. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Theo Johnson. A gain of 14. 1st down, New York.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Giants.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, we joked on his 1,099th catch that 1099 reminded us of our taxes. This one's not as funny. He has 1,100 catches. He is legit.
Well, he's also in a different tax bracket than we are.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not only you want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Here's 2nd and 8. And the catch made by Johnson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now back to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 3. Running left is Tracy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So it's a win here for the Giants, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had this offense firing on all cylinders, so let's count up some of the numbers. He went for well over 300 yards in the air, had 4 touchdown passes, and was clearly prepared for this one and executed the game plan to perfection.
So for the Giants, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams. It's the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Dable. His side, one of the hottest teams in the league over the last few months. They've won 9 of their last 10. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Buccaneers, Todd Bowles. His guys are ready as they always come out throwing. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They already hold an early advantage here on the road, so looking for another touchdown to take full control of this game. They go play action on first. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down, New York.
Coming left is Tracy. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule to take some of the starch out of that front 7.
It's Tracy on second down. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Play action on first down. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
Throwing from the gun. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. Pass play now. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
That one complete to Diggs. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Scatterboom runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants take a 13-0 lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. He's gonna loft one deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 13-point lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
On the ground here, Tracy can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. It's the Giants who have it 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Now, so much for seeing a safety, Brock. Things have totally changed now on 1st and 10 across midfield. Flush down out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll need some unlikely magic here if they want to find points before halftime. He'll throw it. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Throwing now on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And they are all the way into that red zone. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Brought in right side. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. He rolls to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Here's Tracy on first down. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Got a man and Neighbors has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A give right side to Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's Robinson on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Dropping back to throw. Rolling. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Oh, heads-up play for the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
2nd and 13. Hits him on the out route. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now off play action. He finds Neighbors right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll They'll go left side with Tracy. Down the sideline inside the 30. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game.
First down, Giants.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 22-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff to Tracy. Breaks the tackle. Green grabs the head. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Working inside the red zone. Quick sled complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Win for the visiting Giants. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
So look at you shocking everybody. Yes, that is 5 straight after this one.
Yeah, things just got to feel different every day in that building. Playing this well over the last month plus, guys feel like they're on another level, and it gives them a huge lift on game day. You feel that confidence.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through.
And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule. But you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The numbers for Neighbors in last week's game. He was the focal point. Big game, up over 200 yards and a score.
And one thing I do know, when you put up numbers like that, the next team you're going to play, unless they're extremely arrogant, all they're thinking is, what can we throw at him that's going to be different and is going to knock him off his game?
2nd and 3. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Tracy trying the right side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Giants at 10-1 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to him, we're on a nice run.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Here we go, set.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That's good for the Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side, he's got Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Okay, ready?
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Open man downfield is Johnson. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
New York Giants. First and 10 at the
back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Here's second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Sets up fourth down.
We take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 66 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Left side, it's complete.
12 more yards. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
The quick slant caught. Well, the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
New York set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really strained to get him some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down.
Now back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So for the Giants, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to
The Giants game is over, but his work isn't done yet. There are a lot of players and groups people have questions about, but this week, he's the only one who gets to answer.